Northern Territory boasts an ancient culture, an amazing diversity of landscapes, and some of the best fishing in Australia. Today we're fishing the ageless and remote waterways of Kakadu. Most anglers believe that post-wet season is the only time to fish the top end, but that's just not true. Summer starts early in the Northern Territory, and from September through to March, there's some fantastic fishing to be had in the NT's tropical summer. As an extra incentive, October to March is also when the Northern Territory's $1 million fish competition is on. But more on that later. Right now, our hunt for the $1 million barramundi begins at Mardigal Billabong. Joining me is wannabe local Kooinda Resort guide Greg Finger.
There is nothing like fishing a billabong in the Northern Territory at sunrise, isn't it, mate?
Nah.
You hate your job. You hate your job, don't you?
It's terrible. I don't know how I cope each morning, to be honest.
Are you ever going to go back to Gippsland, mate?
Yes,
You are.
but then I'll come back again. I think the draw of the territory for me is just that.
Yeah.
You know, barramundi fight like nothing else I've ever caught.
Yeah.
They hit harder than anything else I've ever caught. And some of the experiences I've had with some of my clients, I'll never forget them.
Yeah.
So.
And look at the backdrop. Every year, thousands of anglers come up here to catch a barramundi. The Northern Territory has the best barramundi fishing on the planet. It's got some great fishing in general, just spectacular fishing across the board. The $1 million fish program gives people the chance, any angler of any skill level, the chance to catch a fish worth $1 million and a stack of other prizes. So today's program, we're going to show you as much as we can about how to catch these barra, whether you're fishing on your own or with a fantastic guide like Greg from Kooinda Lodge, mate. So what say we get into it?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, well, I love the smile, mate. Let's go.
First stop, the mouth of this snaggy little creek. Looks like $1 million barra spot to me.
We're mixing it up a bit here. Greg's got a hard body on and he's working that pretty hard to put some pulse through the water and attract the fish. I've got a plastic on which I can let sink deeper. And we've found a little creek that comes into the main billabong, and usually they're the good spots to start looking. Oh, round the snag. Nice fish too.
Look at the net.
Yeah, he's okay. It's a barra.
Yes! Get it, Rob.
Wow. How good. Oi! If there's anything that you want to shatter the silence of a beautiful morning on a billabong, it's a barramundi.
There he is. Yes! Well done, Rob.
Thanks to you, mate. Just look at the boat and everything, all the gear you've got, just first notch in every way, mate.
Yep.
So there's a beautiful billabong fish. The dark colours.
Real nice fish.
Yeah, really happy with that.
Yeah, so am I.
What a start to the morning. We'll get this guy back in the water, but yeah, just beside myself here, Kakadu. Wow. Good, eh?
Oh, yeah. That's what we're after.
Out the corner of my eye, I was looking for a tag. Were you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're casting around the snags here, and we've seen some smaller fish, not just barramundi, but there's tarpon and Saratoga, and sometimes Saratoga are a good size, of course, up here in Kakadu, but one's grabbed my lure and gone around this log. I don't know how I'm going to get him out. I'll give it a go, though. He's really swung around, so back out towards the lure. Okay. What are the chances?
Oh, no way.
That is the unluckiest toga on the planet. My goodness, a beautiful Kakadu Saratoga. One of my favourite fish up here.
Oh, yeah.
And he went around that log and we eventually got him out. And look, you're going to catch a lot of different species when you come up here for the $1 million fish. One of the other iconic fish up in the billabongs up here.
These are really ancient fish too. A lot of people come up here and fish them on the flies. I think they're equally as good at fighting fish, equally as good fun to catch as well. So
Yeah, and we'll get this guy back. What a ripper.
That's a great
yeah,
fish.
mate. A bit of luck swung our way, mate. That's awesome.
This little creek was alive with activity. Kakadu's billabongs are abundant fish nurseries.
Little guy. Woo!
Nice work, bro.
What gets me about these guys is that he's spawned in the ocean in summertime and come back up here as a baby little juvenile on a king tide. And how far from the sea are we here, mate?
Oh, we're well over 200 k's from the sea here.
So he's made his way up here 200 kilometres. You know, crocs, sharks, anglers, and he's alive, and they grow a millimetre a day, so clearly he's going to go back, but, you know, in 3 or 4 years he's a meatery.
Yep.
They try to get out of the billabongs in a flood every wet season once enough water comes through. Their urge is to get back to the ocean when they get to the right size, but we'll get him back.
The East Alligator River is one of the richest biological regions in Kakadu. Mistakenly named by Lieutenant Philip Parker King in 1820, Parker believed he was seeing alligators everywhere. But of course, he was seeing saltwater crocodiles. These ancient reptiles are kings of the river. They have been for eons. You'll see more crocs in this river than just about anywhere else in the world. You'll also encounter some piscatorial challenges, like barramundi.
We've spotted a few fish on the sounder and got a few bites on the troll. Now the strategy is to work along these rocks while it's still a little bit early in the morning. We've got shade. Barramundi love rocks even more than timber. They can lay around them, it generates heat. The barramundi up here, as hot as it is, they love it hot and they love the heat. So Greg is casting in towards the rocks with a hard-body diver. It's a 75mm shiner by Atomic, and he's fishing the sort of edges a bit more, and I'm vibing a bit deeper. We've both got the same colour in. For some reason, fish really love this black beauty colour, which is black with a UV orange on it. And we're just working along this edge, and sooner or later, I think we're going to catch one. Keep it low.
Oh, it's a beast. Oh, yes!
This is a big barra. Oh! Keep the rod low when he jumps.
Dropped it.
You have to bow to the barra. That's what Aussies do wrong. We keep the rod high, and when they come up, they shake their head and they reverse twang you. It happens all the time. Got to get the rod down deep. A lot of fish overseas that jump, the big tarpon, the other big fish, they put the rod down low and it dampens the line and they can't reverse twang you.
Oh, dang it.
Next, we'll get one, Bo. Heads up, we'll get another one. Let's go.
A disappointing miss for Greg, but he's ready for the next one.
He's bowing now. Every fish is different. This guy's got it well down his gob, so the chance of him throwing the lure is hard. Look at the beautiful fish there. You got him?
Yeah. Oh, I got him this time.
Mate, he's not as big as the first one.
Oh,
not close, but we'll have a quick look now. He doesn't, but he could have a red tag in him worth $1 million. There's now 9 fish out there since 2015 that have the $1 million tag in them, the red tag. If you catch a barra up here with a red tag, check it. This season there's another 100 fish out there that are worth 10 grand. They go off all the time. But imagine that.
Yeah.
Would that make up for not landing the big one?
Yeah, absolutely would.
What would you do, mate, if you won?
Oh, buy a house.
I'd come fishing with you every day. But look, he's really scoffed that lure down. Okay, he wasn't getting off, so you didn't have to bow. You did the right thing bowing to him, but he's not going to get off that guy. But because he's got the lure deep and he's a legal size, he's a good one to keep. Fresh barra.
Yep, can't get better than that.
Back at the McCure crocodile in Kakadu there. That's a $1 million experience as well, isn't it, mate?
Oh, yeah.
All right, sensational, mate. What a program, love it, what a place.
This is Stone Country. The scenery, stunning and ever-changing. And it's a birdwatcher's paradise. About 1/3 of Australia's bird species can be found in Kakadu National Park. The fishing is just a bonus.
Yeah, we're in Kakadu, Arnhem Land on the right-hand side there. Kakadu on the left. You got the Tiwi Islands back near Darwin itself.
It's about...
And then Catherine.
They're the 5 zones where $1 million fish have been released. Mind you, barra move around quite a bit, so chances are you could catch your prize fish anywhere in the Northern Territory.
There we go. That's the sort of what they're doing today. They're just headbutting it, not really on the chew. We don't need to look for a tag in this guy because only legal size fish are tagged. the big thing is that you've got to be registered to be in the running for the money. And even if you never get here, registration's free, and there's a stack of really good prizes from these shirts that we got on, buffs, caps, heaps of Shimano gear, you name it, all sorts of tackle and wonderful stuff. So jump on milliondollarfish.com.au and register, because it's a heck of a comp. There he goes. Oh boy, imagine you got one with a tag in it, Greg.
Yeah, you'd be spitting chips if you weren't in the comp.
Another gorgeous Kakadu morning, and we're lucky enough to be fishing Jim Jim Billabong.
Oh, it's a nice barra.
Beautiful stuff.
On that little plastic.
Yeah, it's always good to throw a hard body or a surface lure and switch bait with the plastic, because you can drop it right in front of them. It works really well wherever we fish for barra. You'll often find that you can get 2 or 3 barra on a hard body, and they stop biting, they wake up to it, and you get another 20 on the softie, because it's just so much more realistic. But right across the territory, there's just fantastic barra fishing. It is the barra fishing capital of the world. And there we go, there's another beautiful barra. He's under the legal size and no tag, of course, illegal, but just, hey, it's the $1 million experience.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah. And there's billabongs like this all around Kakadu. So many to fish, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah.
Back you go into your beautiful billabong, Mr. Barra.
These pretty wetlands are teeming with bird life and pools of lily pads. The perfect cover for hungry Saratoga.
Another fun option up here is throwing weedless frogs for Saratoga. They live all through those lily pads back there in the shade. It's interesting because the frog has to be weedless so you can pull it across the top. But in hiding those hooks, it also means the hookup rate is hard. A lot of little guys will snap at it. You want a big one that comes and chomps on it, and even then they're hard to hook. So the hookup rate's really low, but it's a lot of fun because you see them buzzing from a long way away, and you get a sense of how much they can feel that lure slop on top of the water and come over to it. And the switch bait thing here is that Greg has a plastic ready. If they follow it out close enough, he throws that in, and the hookup rate's much better on that. So a bit of teamwork. Yeah, they're very hard to catch, but it's a lot of fun in trying, and you get to see so much beautiful stuff along the way. What a beautiful place to fish. He's on it, he's on it, he's on it, he's on it. Okay, okay. He's on it. Got it! Oh, yes! Oh. Get it in there. Big bow wave, look at it. Got him. Yep, toga, big one. He'll come back, he'll come back.
Even though we had plenty of follows, it's difficult to secure a good hookup fishing this way. No luck here, but we'll get a big toga yet. Either way, there's more than just barra and toga in this billabong.
Go, Greg.
Oh, it's a horse, dude. It's got some weight to it.
Lad's on fire.
Get out. Get out of there.
This looks like a better fish,
Yeah,
mate.
it's got a nice fish. It's got some weight to it.
Yeah. Wonder what it is. Remember to bow if he comes up. Oh, big sooty.
Yes.
I was hoping to see one of these
Oh,
guys.
I've never got a sooty yet.
Yeah, we got him now. I reckon I've been film fishing Australia for 21 years, and I reckon you've pipped me in terms of excitement, mate. It's been hard. Everyone says how excited I am about it, but you've actually pipped me, mate. It's a pleasure to fish with you.
Oh, it's a ripper fish.
It's a beautiful,
Oh, it's my first too. Oh, that's the day of first. So I'm excited.
beautiful sooty grunter. You can see where they get their name from, that dark colour. Yeah, pretty common through here. And same thing again, we just downsize the lures, and you're going to catch different sorts of fish as you go, mate. Well done, champion. We'll get this guy back. But you know, there's characters up here. It's not just about the fishing. All the guides have a different character, and you're going to get to enjoy that along the way as well. It's pretty special. First sooty caught, first sooty released, mate. And it's testament to the variety of fishing all across the territories. So much variety, so much good fishing wherever you come up here, right?
Yeah.
You got a lot of exploring to do yet, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I haven't fished anywhere near as many spots as I'd like to.
Situated in the township of Jabiru, the Kakadu Crocodile Hotel is an idyllic retreat located in the wilderness of Kakadu National Park, making it a perfect base for exploring Kakadu's natural attractions. A collection of locally made Indigenous art is available for purchase in the on-site gallery. Supporting the Indigenous community is of utmost importance to the hotel.
We're just so focused on being a place that our Binning and Moongai of the park can be proud to be and proud to be a part of. And I firmly believe that anyone who's working out here should be very firmly invested in positive outcomes for community and creating a place that community is proud of and wants to be a part of.
So any of the guests that come here can experience the art itself and even sit with someone like David.
It's such an engaging experience, and people just say that's made the trip. That's been the best experience that we've had.
Another great base in Kakadu is Kawinda Lodge. With its oasis-style atmosphere, Kawinda offers an inviting and luxurious place to stay, to get supplies and to find respite from the midday heat. Coming up to the Northern Territory in the tropical summer requires some very careful planning. You want to go out fishing early and late in the day. That's when the scenery is at its best, the temperature's at its best, and the fishing's at its best. In the middle parts of the day, you want to come and relax like a place like this. Kawinda Resort Lodge here in Kakadu. It's an oasis in the middle of an ancient and remote land. You have an air-conditioned restaurant, fantastic local produce, safari cabins, a variety of other accommodation, all sorts of things to do, tours, you name it, the whole lot, and you can chill out by the pool, get the core temperature down and just enjoy yourself in a beautiful environment. If you plan on staying at Kakadu Crocodile Hotel or Kawinda Lodge, ask for the Fishing Australia special and you'll receive 20% off your accommodation for all room types. Book now at kakadutourism.com and quote the promo code FISHOZ. Just a few hundred metres away from Kawinda Lodge is home Billabong. Wow, Greg, it's just so lush and beautiful and just got that feeling of you are quite literally in the middle of nowhere, but it's an oasis in the middle of nowhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Home Billabong here, right next to Kawinda Resort.
Yeah. It's one of the waterways you come fishing on.
Yeah.
But it's not just fishing you do, right?
No, I do the yellow water cruises as well. So that's basically talking about the area, talking about the Murrumbidgee people. They're the floodplain people. We're on their land, their country this afternoon. So we do talk about them, talk about the birds, the crocodiles, that sort of thing as well.
Bird watching's huge, right?
Bird watching is very big.
And what else are you likely to see? Crocs, of course.
Yeah, oh yes, crocodiles, all manner of birds. We do get some quite rare ones up here as well.
What's your sort of most popular comment when people come on a cruise?
Mainly that they can't believe that it's actually this beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they expect, but for me, this is what I see every day, and it's just beautiful.
Beautiful it is. And it's the perfect home for barramundi and Saratoga.
Oh, I got the toga.
Greg's got the mother of all toga on there. I'll get this guy off, hopefully we see yours. He's massive. Is he on? Staying on? Right, let this guy go.
Oh, it's just in the mouth too.
Is he? Where's that net?
Oh, look at that for a toga.
We got him?
Yes.
Oh!
Yes! That's a toga.
That is a toga. You need to be having a toga party. Look at these guys. They are just a wonderful, wonderful fish, mate. You have covered yourself in glory here on Home Billabong. Look at that for a toga. That's the atomic shine, a beautiful little deep diver there, but look at that beautiful prehistoric Saratoga, mate.
Nice. Oh, these are the ones. I knew they were up here. I knew there was a big toga in here, and I wanted to show you one, but there it is. Finally.
We'll get him back. You know, we're here to show you all about the $1 million barra, but as you can see, there's a lot of other fish you can catch along the way. Well done, mate. Champion. Drink, he's ready to go. Woo! Usually it's your clients catching them, mate. You get a turn today.
Oh, I finally done it. It took me a long time, but I finally got there.
How long have you been watching Fishing Australia?
Oh, since I was a kid, honestly.
It's a pleasure to have you out here, mate. And it just goes to show the NT, we're here at Kakadu, the diversity of fish and other animals and wildlife and bird life that you see is just amazing. The $1 million fish is just a great excuse to get up here, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
What a place.
Find your way to the Northern Territory this tropical summer between the months of October and March, and you could be the lucky angler who hooks the $1 million barramundi. Let's face it, even if it's one of the $100,000, $10,000 fish, that'd be pretty special too. And there's so many other great prizes on offer. Add to that the awesome cultural and scenic experiences the Northern Territory provides, and you have a holiday worth planning for. But you've got to be in it to win it. So visit milliondollarfish.com.au and register for free right now. You might just get lucky.